G'day guys, it's Dan here. Something a little bit different today. So I've recently purchased a flow hive and I'm going to do a little bit of a review on it, on how you get it, what's involved in putting it together, kind of things, the tools that you sort of need, the costing on this. So it is, obviously it's a beehive. The idea of this one is that you, from the back, you can get the honey, you put your little jars down, you turn a tap and your honey flows out. So obviously this is my first one. I've only recently got bees, and we're going to see how we go with this. And yeah, so that way you can see what you're getting for your money. First off, I'll probably run through the prices, that way you have a bit of an idea on actually what it is. I also got an extra brood box. That way I can add an extra box to it later on when the hive's big and full. And then I can get like all my wax and honey and stuff like that. So yeah, that way I've got the best of both worlds sort of thing with my hive. And so this is what we got. So this is a cedar one. We've got the Flow Hive 2 Plus, and that's sort of like the quality of the timber. It's very light. Everything's pre-drilled. But obviously put it all together. You can see they put it together in pieces. Everything's all must be obviously a laser cut. As you can see there, it's all cut very nicely. Around the edges is all like a black sort of charcoal sort of a look, obviously from the cutter or the special laser that they use to cut them out. They all fit very nicely together. You can see all the joints are very good. I haven't had to do any sanding. I suppose you can see here on this one here, like some of the joints. You might be able to see that some of the joints aren't 100% sort of perfect. So yeah, if you are really anal about some of the joints and things like that, there's a few little things about the kit that you might not be happy with. We'll just go to the back here, that way you can see like the quality of the timber. You can see like when they obviously I suppose, yeah, cut it down or clean it, you can see you get a bit of chipping out from some of the timber. Obviously that's some of the defects that you can get with buying a kit which is timber. But yeah, very light, so it's not too bad to put together. All the screws, you get everything. This one here pulls out. This is your little inspection tray. I've just been putting all my tools and screws and that there so I can see what's going on. This is the little tool that you get with the kit. Honestly, I haven't used that yet. I did use mostly a screwdriver to put this together. I did use a drill, because just doing it by hand underneath here, doing the legs, putting in all these little screws, yeah, it took a fair bit of time just doing it by hand. So I used the drill to get him nearly all the way in, then I just nipped him up with the screwdriver, which is just this one here, and you get these little bits in the kit anyway. So that's how I did that one. Going together, it's not too bad. As you can see, it's quite a large kit. It will take you a bit of time putting together. I was a bit concerned about splitting, like when you're putting a screw in through here. I'm worried about the timber splitting, but because it's the cedar that it is, it's quite soft. Screwing in is no worries. So I might just go over some of the prices. So the actual flow hive itself was $1,379 for the actual, just for the kit. Obviously comes as a flat pack. Then I got this extra brood box over here, and that was $95. So that way I can get my wax, and I'll open this one in a moment. I'll show you like kind of the quality you get for the money. So that was $95. I also got a smoker, which is smokers for when you actually pull your hive apart for the inspection. You can smoke them, it calms them down and less chance of getting stung. So I did buy the bee suit as well. My bee suit did cost me $179 for the actual suit itself, plus some gloves around that $30 sort of mark. So we got the brood box. Smoker was $65, so I'll definitely recommend that. We've got the flow hive. I'll repeat what the price was. The price of the flow hive was $1,379. An actual freight to get it here. So I'm in Queensland, and to actually get it here in the freight was $131.52. So if you're going to be buying a flow hive, just think about all these little extra costs involved in your order. So with that all up, for buying this, buying my extra brood box, my smoker ended up coming with, including the freight, it come up to $1,670. So just keep that in mind when you go to buy it. That's around about what you're going to be paying freighted to you. And then you've got to think about, you've got to put bees in it yet. So I bought a hive already. That hive's thriving, it's going great. So that one cost me $300. So the hives cost, depending if you want to buy a nucleus one, anywhere from $250 right up to maybe $500, depending on the box that you buy and how advanced it is. We also got the bee suit. It was $179. Pretty well all up for me to get fully set up in beekeeping. So far it's cost me $2,179. So it's around that $2,000 mark. If you want to get a sort of flow hive set up, get the full suit, that way you don't get stung. You know, they do sting quite good. And you don't. This is a bit of an option. You don't need to get the brood box. So one thing with buying it, it all comes separately. So we ordered it all together. First off, the brood box come. Now we've got the actual flow hive itself, but we haven't actually got the cells which actually the bees store the honey in. So we're still waiting on that. So that's another one of the negatives about ordering it. It all comes in bits and pieces, and that was probably like a week ago now that I ordered that. So it's sort of it's taken a bit of time. These will come pretty quickly. So that's another thing to keep in mind. So you might not get everything all at once when it comes. So what I'll do, I'll take you over in a moment. I'll show you where I'm putting the bees. This here is the brood box. I'm just going to show you when I got it. Once we opened it up, all the timber's very nice. Like it's definitely nice looking timber, all routed out well. All the joints are good. I'm just going to show you this one. Like as soon as we open it up, I don't know if you can see it there. So we are quite picky, and once we oil this up, I have a bit of a concern that you might see that mark there, and you've got a bit of a scratch down here already, and that's just straight out of the box. So, you know, if you are quite picky on spending that amount of money, you could get defects when you get it. So, but it is timber, and obviously it's soft, so it can be damaged easy. But yeah, that definitely was damaged straight out of the box. So that's just that there. So yeah, I think you pretty well see it. So we are going to oil it. We still have to buy the oil yet. We'll use whatever the flow hive company recommends, and we'll pause it there. We'll go over. I'll show you where my bees are, and that'll be the end of the video. And hopefully, I can give you a video of all together, and yeah, bees inside. Right, thank you. Alrighty guys, we're over at my little bee garden that I'm making here. I've got some really nice big hardwood sleepers here. I'm putting it all together. So this is retained on my dam. My dam's very low at the moment. Bees will have heaps of water. So my flow hive is going to be going on the large block. At the moment I've got my hive at the moment just on that other block, so that way I can transfer the whole hive over into the flow. And so what I'll do, I'll fill this up, all topsoil, we'll make a nice little bee garden here, we'll put gravel around and make it all pretty, and that way I've got my orchard. It is very dry here in Queensland at the moment, so yeah, so everything's fairly brown. As you can see, it's getting quite warm for the bees on the box at the moment. Yeah, so this box actually cost me $300, and yeah, so they vary in price depending on where you get them from and that sort of thing. So that's a strong hive, so we've actually got the brood box plus the super on top, and yeah, so that super will be filling up with honey. The bees are going pretty bonkers, so yeah, as the afternoon gets hotter, they'll sort of slowly start coming out and cooling sort of thing. So alright, well, thank you for watching the video. If you've come this far, definitely like and subscribe, and if you want to see more, even leave a comment. I can actually, yeah, we can look into it more. Like maybe I can split a hive open and show you what's inside. Yeah, a little bit different to the fishing that I normally do, but yeah, all these little hobbies are definitely fun. Alright, thank you for watching.